Grandpa?
Rory, what a lovely party.
I brought you something to read.
Oh.
It's not the Wall Street Journal, but there's a quiz in there that determines whether you're a summer or a fall.
Well, I appreciate this. Thank you.
It's time to go now.
In a minute, please.
Rory, we're going to get going now.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for asking me.
Lovely party. I enjoyed the reading material immensely.
So what's the verdict?
I am an autumn,
Interesting.
isn't it?
Hey, so you guys leaving? The mud wrestling starts in 10 minutes.
Good night, Lorelai. We had a lovely time.
And with a straight face, you said that.
I'd have that chimney inspected if I were you.
I get right on that, Dad.
For Fez.
But Grandpa, you already took care of Fez.
Fez is a very large city.
Everyone, here's Rory.
You look absolutely royal.
That's probably the crown.
Emily, you did a fine job.
Thank you, Richard.
Rory, I'd like you to meet Min and Argus Head and their son, Andrew. Andrew, this is my granddaughter, Rory.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Andrew will be at Yale Law next year.
Isn't that wonderful?
It is, especially if you want to be a lawyer.
It's a pistol, this one.
Well, we need to make the rounds. You two can talk more later.
Oh, it was nice to meet you.
You too.
Rory, we'd like you to meet Deanna and Shai Sanderson and their son, Donnan.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
You too.
Donnan is going to run his father's shipping business one day.
Our own Aristotle Onassis with infinitely better table manners.
Nothing's written in stone yet. We'll see what sort of pension plan the company has, and then...
Rory's going to be a journalist. Take the world by storm. The two of you should talk later.
Definitely.
Okay, well,
Oh, Rory, Bunny and Napoleon Barnes and their son, Kip.
Nice to meet you.
oh, hi, Kip. It's nice to meet you.
Kip is captain of the polo team.
A hell of a player. Give those Windsor boys a run for their money.
William and Harriet, good guys. Decent horsemen, terrible bridge players.
Kip, will you excuse us for a minute? I need to talk to my grandparents. It was nice to meet you, Mr. and Mrs. Barnes.
Make sure you two talk later.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Rory.
Are you enjoying the party?
The party's very nice, Grandma. I was just wondering, do your alumni friends have any daughters?
Daughters, what do you mean?
Well, I was just noticing that there are a lot of boys here, but not that many girls.
Really? Well, I hadn't noticed. Did you notice, Emily?
Why, no, I hadn't. Huh. Well, I will have to pay more attention to the guest list next time, won't I, Richard?
Yes, you will.
I promise you we will throw another party just for our friends with girls. But in the meantime...
Ah, the Campbell boy is here.
Oh, good, let's go. Campbell, like the soup.
Rory? Mm-hmm. I'm Jordan. Your grandmother sent me over here. Apparently, we're made for each other.
Oh, gee. Well, how convenient.
There's nothing like having your family play matchmaker. How old are you?
Me? I'm almost 20.
All right, good. Just making sure everything's legal. You need a drink?
No, not a drink.
Why? You get a little crazy when you drink?
Yes, that's it.
I'd like to see that.
Rory, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you. I'm late. I'm sorry. Don't be mad. Logan Huntsberger.
Jordan Chase.
Good to meet you. Thanks for keeping my girl busy. If you hadn't, she would have noticed exactly how late I am, and then she might have left, and that would have been very, very bad.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. You're with her?
Going on a year and a half.
Great. And what the hell am I doing here?
Oh, thank you.
You look cornered.
I was.
Well, I'm glad to be of service. Man, I hate these parties.
Not really my bag either.
But at least the bar is stocked, and I must say, your grandmother has excellent food.
Wait, my grandmother?
Logan? How are you, son?
I'm very well, sir. And yourself?
Well, I'm fit as a fiddle. It's good to see you. Are your parents here?
I'm wandering around here somewhere. Mom is obsessed with Emily's new draperies.
Ah, yes. Emily has exquisite taste in fabrics. All right, Rory. Since I see that you are in capable hands, I will make another round and end up at the bar.
It's been good to see you, Richard.
Good to see you, Logan.
You know my grandparents.
My folks are good friends with Richard and Emily. Okay, so, lesson 1 in coping with painfully boring parties, form a sub-party.
Where are you going?
Finn!
Finn's here?
Finn!
You rang?
Time for a change of venue.
Oh, fantastic.
Do I know you?
Gilmore, your grandfather has appalling taste in scotch.
Oh, I think you should go on inside and tell him.
If he hasn't learned by now, I certainly can't teach him.
Colin, make sure you refill that bottle with something. Don't want Ace over here to get busted.
I know.
Refill?
Sure, why not?
Because drinking is bad. It's very, very bad, and we're bad for doing it. Spank me.
I think the hangover tomorrow will be punishment enough.
She hasn't had enough champagne, Logan.
Hey, listen, I forgot to tell you, I read the article.
You did?
Yep, not bad.
Thank you.
Caught the spirit of the thing, I'll give you that.
But
No buts. You got a good style. There were a few too many similes in it for my taste, but it definitely had a little Joseph Mitchell thing going for it. I liked it.
I'm surprised you even bothered to read it.
Are you? So, who's it gonna be?
What?
Well, this shindig's an obvious meat market. I got the feeling that your grandparents are expecting you to choose someone tonight, so.
Oh, well.
Me. Pick me.
No, pick me.
But I'm exotic.
So is the Asian bird flu.
Wow. A room full of guys and still extremely slim pickings.
Well, I don't know. It's a pretty tough choice. Maybe I should let my boyfriend help me choose.
You have a boyfriend?
I'm crushed.
Ain't it always the way?
Do Richard and Emily know about this?
Yeah, they do.
They're just trying to make sure you got a backup?
No, they're just... Oh, no. What time is it?
It's crying time.
8:45.
Dean is meeting me at 8:30.
Oh, gee, that works perfectly with my schedule. And it's been forever since we've seen each other. Oh, I'd love that. Mirabelle is still one of my favorite. Oh! Oh, my God. Oh, my God. No, Jean, hang on a second, will you?
Hello?
There's a dog on the patio.
What? Emily?
Of course it's Emily.
I'm sorry. You sound agitated.
Did you get a dog?
Certainly not.
Well, there's a dog on the patio.
Well, where are you?
Inside. Richard, do something.
I can't see it from here.
Well, he's here nonetheless, and he's looking at me. Richard, the dog is looking at me.
Hold on.
I'm holding. But what are we going to... Richard? Shoot. Shoot. Now do you believe me?
Well, I wasn't doubting you, Emily. I just couldn't see it.
What is that?
Oh, you made it sound like it was a rabid beast, so I came prepared.
Don't get too close.
I don't see any froth on its mouth.
Well, that's something.
I see a collar, but no tag. Well, that isn't very smart.
You're getting too close.
Well, what should I do? It's freezing out here. We can't let it roam around.
Well, it can't come into the house.
Why someone would fail to put a tag on a dog?
Take it to the pool house.
What? Why?
Well, that's why we have it.
We have a pool house for stray dogs? Love the innuendo, Emily. Fine. I will take him into the pool house.
Thank you, Richard. I came out and he was just sitting there.
It's a he?
I don't know.
Well, I can't get a visual from this angle.
It's not important.
Dog, I want you to come with me. Come along, dog.
He's following you.
Seems to be working.
Good job, Richard.
Emily, hello.
Hello. I saw your car in the driveway and was just wondering if everything was okay.
Everything's fine, thank you. I've put off my morning appointments to sort of stabilize the canine situation. She's been fairly calm.
Oh, it's a she?
That has been ascertained.
And there's no ID tag.
A gross oversight of its owners. I found its exact breed, though, which may come in handy.
Oh, wonderful.
Let me bring up the website. Dogbreed411.com.
Isn't that clever? It's amazing the information available on the computer these days.
Oh, it's wonderful. And there are websites you'd be interested in, too.
Oh, I wouldn't know how.
Oh, it's easy. Whatever you're interested in, you just type it in. The DAR, or Louis Vuitton, or Franz Schubert, and you're off and running.
That easy?
That easy.
There she is.
The long-haired Jack Russell Terrier.
I'll start calling the neighbors and tell them we have a long-haired Jack Russell Terrier.
Female.
What's all that luggage?
That is a Louis Vuitton website. I thought you might like to peruse it.
Isn't that something?
Use that mouse there to move around.
A mouse? How fun. Well, it would help to just put the word out there that we have a dog, in case anyone hears of anyone looking for one. That's right, a white, long-haired Jack Russell Terrier. Thank you, Margaret. I'll be here all day. Bye.
Margaret Whitsom?
I figured a call to the neighborhood busybody was the first order of business. How's it doing?
Well, it seems to be asleep now, but I am lacking a proper bowl for its food.
I think I can help you with that. Follow me. What are you feeding it?
Well, I've got some leftover stew. I'm going to pick chunks of meat out of it.
Stew? Richard, tell me that man of yours isn't feeding you stew.
Well, he proudly offered. He said it was a recipe passed down by some dead relative.
Stew? That may be what killed his relative.
I didn't think of that.
Promise me you'll make him prepare proper food for you. Please, that's what he's paid for.
I promise, Emily. Hello.
Hello, Richard. How are you?
Very good. And you?
Excellent. I was going to check on the dog. I'm thinking of putting up some flyers around the neighborhood. Flyers are tacky, but they work. And I thought you could look up on your computer where the best place to print them is.
The dog is gone.
Gone? He's gone?
She's gone.
I thought you said it was a boy.
Well, apparently I misread what I saw.
She was very hairy down there.
Your calls paid off. Someone you called someone else, and somehow found the owner, and she came and picked the dog up late last night.
I didn't even hear anyone come by.
Well, I would have called to let you know, but I didn't see a light on, and I didn't want to disturb you.
It wouldn't have disturbed me.
Well, I'll know that for next time. Not that we'll ever find a dog in the yard again.
Yes. Well, I hope you told them to get an ID tag for it. It's irresponsible not to have one.
I told them how much they put us out. I missed a half day's work, and you were inconvenienced even more.
Yes. Yes, I was.
Her name was Princess, by the way.
Was it? Princess. Well, I should get back to the house. I've got a million things to do.
I have to go to work.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Well, my brain wasn't up to choosing between things, so I got one of everything.
You do me proud. So, Grandma's on her way. I didn't talk to her, but the girl at the club said that she's en route.
Oh, okay. And what about Dad?
Oh, he's probably en route.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, I don't think he's gotten my messages yet, but he'll be here when he does.
Okay. Well, what is your pleasure?
Well, let's see. Nothing sweet, I don't think.
No? A salty thing? A fluorescent orange or Sat's cheese thing?
I guess I'm not hungry.
Yeah, me neither. I keep thinking this is all just a nightmare,
I know.
but it's not.
No, I mean, it's a nightmare, but it's not a nightmare. I know, because I have shoes on, and my nightmare is I never am wearing shoes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's the worst thing in the dream, too. I could be chased by snakes or in a nuclear explosion, but then I look down and, oh my God, I'm not wearing shoes.
I wonder what that means.
Well, just probably means I have a fear of, hurting my bare feet or fear of losing my shoes.
It's a Freudian, huh?
No, for me, a snake is just a snake. A slingback is just a slingback.
Gilmore?
Oh,
Hi, I'm Dr. Goldstein. You're Richard Gilmore's family?
yes, is he okay?
He's doing all right. He's conscious and cogent and not in any significant pain now.
Oh, good. Good.
We just sent him down to the cath lab to get an angiogram. After that, we should be able to get a better sense of what kind of blockage is around his heart, and then we'll be able to figure out where to go from there.
Like, where would we go?
Pardon?
I mean, where would we go?
Well, if the blockage is more serious, we will have to consider an emergency bypass surgery.
Okay.
I promise to let you know as soon as we get the results back from the cath lab. Try not to worry.
No, just not worried. Just normal amount of worried, for someone whose father just had a heart attack, but not excessively worried.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Doctor.
I'll see you in a little bit.
Have you seen him?
Oh, hi, Mom.
Oh, no, not since he was in the ER.
Where is he?
The doctor came out and said he's in the cath lab getting an angiogram. He's gonna let us know when he's done.
Nonsense.
Oh, no, it's true. He said he would come back when he had the results.
I'm Emily Gilmore, and I would like to see my husband.
Well, let's see. What is your husband's name?
Gilmore, Richard Gilmore. I'm his wife, and I would like to see him now.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's in the cath lab right now getting an angiogram, but the doctor will come find you as soon as they're done.
Well, there's no need to be so cheery about it.
I didn't mean...
Honestly, someone with your chipper personality ought to be a weather girl or a preschool teacher.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Oh, please, don't mope. What happened to all the competent people? That's what I'd like to know. Was there some giant hole they all fell into, or it's a virus that struck them all down, leaving the morons of the world to sit behind the desks?
Mom, wouldn't you like to sit down and have a nice cup of tea?
I don't want a cup of tea. What I want is the most perfunctory level of competence from the people with whom I interact, and that apparently is far too much to ask for.
Grandma, we have snacks.
Yes, Mom, snacks. We have salty snacks and sweet sweet, salty hybrid snacks.
I mean, even at the club, I'm telling you, the young men and women that work there must have a combined IQ of a grapefruit. You ask them for a towel, and they look at you with the most vacant eyes. I'm telling you, I thought the girl at reception was blind the entire first month she worked there. Blind, but very enthusiastic about the application of eyeliner.
Sounds pretty.
My husband has a heart attack, and how long does it take them to find me? 40 minutes. The nitwit probably got lost between the front desk and the tennis courts.
I'm sorry, Grandma. That sounds terrible.
I mean, none of this would have been a problem if I'd been allowed to keep my cell phone, but no, cell phones have been banned, allegedly because of noise pollution. Well, if that's the reason, then they should ban John Abbott, because I'm telling you, every time that man hits a ball, he grunts like a rutting hog. He's twice as loud as my cell phone, and they won't even let you leave your cell phone on vibrate. It's preposterous. I mean, what do they think we're doing? Making drug deals?
I doubt that's it.
Which, by the way, are absolutely 100% taking place. I saw Devora Inwood handing Cardam Kelly a small blue pill in the ladies' locker room while they made shady eyes at each other.
Drug deals at the club, Mom? I don't think so.
Absolutely. The whole place is going to the dogs. Oh, and now apparently they want to start charging us for meals. On top of the king's ransom we pay in dues. It's appalling. I mean, the very idea of charging extra for the junk they serve there. Oh, and you know what really irks me? They very rarely serve fish.
That's terrible, especially for people who love fish.
In a way, it's their fault that Richard's here.
Mom, what do you mean?
2.5 months ago, I read an article that said fish has been shown to prevent heart attacks and stroke and has innumerable other health benefits.
Hey.
It's the omega-3 fatty acids, that and the fact that it's an incredibly lean source of protein. So I immediately had the maid cut out the article so I could show it to Richard, and he agreed to eat more fish, but he said not for dinner. My spineless kitchen staff caved.
Emily, Lorelai, I'm so sorry. How are you holding up?
We're holding.
Logan, it's so good of you to come.
Is there anything at all I can do for you? Could I get you a cup of tea, maybe?
Oh, I just asked. She doesn't want tea.
I would love a cup of tea. That's very kind of you. I am going to Europe, Richard. I'm going to Europe, and I'm going to have a marvelous time. I'm going to get up at 10, and I'm going to have 2 glasses of wine at lunch every single day.
Only prostitutes have 2 glasses of wine at lunch.
Well, then buy me a boa and drive me to Reno, because I am open for business.
I can't talk to you when you're like this. I'm going to bed.
You go to bed, I'll go to friends. Richard! Richard! The door's stuck. Richard! This isn't funny. Richard! Richard!
Emily?
You locked me in!
I did not lock you in.
You certainly did lock me in!
Well, the door must be jammed. Did you try jiggling the knob?
I suppose I could do that, or you could just get the hell down here and let me out!
Give me a moment, please.
If you don't come down here right now, I will climb out the window.
You will not climb out the window.
I will climb out the window right now.
Don't you dare.
I'm doing it. I'm climbing out the window.
You better not climb out the window.
Damn it.
Emily Gilmore, I better not catch you climbing out the window.
I'm out the window. I'm out the window.
Get down from there.
No.
Emily, get back here. Emily! Are you having an aneurysm or something? Get inside and put this on.
Get away from me.
Do you seriously think that after 39 years of marriage, I would resort to locking you in a basement?
I don't know what you resort to. I don't know who you are at all.
I knew the mental illness in your family would catch up with you eventually.
Aunt Coral was not mentally ill. She was athletic.
Oh, fine.
Is there some sort of a problem here, folks?
No, there's no problem.
We got a call from some of your neighbors complaining about a disturbance.
We apologize. We're going inside right now.
Do not tell me what to do.
Can we have your security password, please?
Look, it's getting late, so either shoot us or go away.
Fine. We'll just write up a report here and be on our way.
Oh,
Are you happy, Richard? Now there's a report. And a report means we'll be in the police blotter. Penel Huffington reads the police blotter religiously. It's like heroin to her. You've turned us into the scandal of the neighborhood.
do you know what, Emily? If nothing else, this display tonight demonstrates clearly that you are no longer the woman I married.
The woman you married was your partner. You listened to her, you consulted with her, you respected her. So you are right, Richard. I am definitely not the woman you married.
Well, I think my money is safe.
I hate President Bush.
What?
Lorelai.
Oh, boy.
He's stupid, and his face is too tiny for his head, and I just want to toss him out.
That is the leader of our country, young lady.
Ignore her.
His face is too tiny for his head? What kind of a thing is that to say?
I see your daughter's just as out of control as ever, Richard.
Pop, please, let's try to keep it civil.
Tell me, Lorelai, what have you been doing with your life anyway? Besides hating successful businessmen, I'm just curious.
Why don't we all go into the dining room?
Well, Strobe, I run an inn near Stars Hollow.
Really?
Yes, really.
Dad, come on.
Nice to see you found your calling.
Dinner's ready.
Christopher, your tie.
Mom, please.
And is your life everything you hoped it would be?
Yes, it is.
Because it seems to me you might not want to take quite such a haughty tone when you announce to the world that you work in a hotel.
Well, there's nothing wrong with where I work.
Strobe, please, I'm getting a headache.
Come on, Richard, lead us into the dining room now.
If you'd attended a university as your parents had planned, and as we planned in vain for Christopher, you might have aspired to something more than a blue-collar position.
Don't do this.
And I wouldn't give a damn about you derailing your own life if you hadn't swept my son along with you.
Honey, go in the next room. Go.
I'm going to have to echo Christopher's call for civility here. A mutual mistake was made many years ago by these two, but they've come a long way since.
A mutual mistake, Richard. This whole evening is ridiculous. We're supposed to sit here like one big happy family and pretend that the damage that was done is over, gone? I don't care about how good a student you say that girl is.
Hey.
Our son was bound for Princeton. Every Hayden male attended Princeton, including myself, but it all stopped with Christopher. It's a humiliation we've had to live with every day, all because you seduced him into ruining his life. She had that baby, and she ended his future.
You recant that, Stroke.
Spilling my drink.
You owe my daughter an apology.
An apology? That is rich.
How dare you? How dare you?
Richard, what
How
are you
dare you
doing?
come into my house and insult my daughter?
Let go of me.
Whoa, what is going on here?
Shame on you, Strobe. Shame on you for opening all of this up again.
Get your purse,
My
Francine.
daughter is very successful at what she does.
We're leaving.
You're not leaving. I'm kicking you out.
And you brought up Bush because...
Seemed like a good idea at the time. Wow,
Yeah.
I feel 16. Dad? Dad, can I get you something to eat?
I'm not hungry.
Okay. Well, look, thank you.
Thank me for what?
Well, for what you did in there, I'm just unbelievably touched and grateful for what you said to him, for defending me like that. I know it was hard for you because, well, but thank you.
Why do you think I did it?
What?
Why do you think I did it?
I don't know. Out of protectiveness, I guess.
You don't need to be protected, Lorelai. You've made it very clear that you can look after yourself and that you need nothing from anyone.
That's not,
A member of my family was being attacked. The very Gilmore name was being attacked. I will not stand for that, not under any circumstances.
Okay, well, it doesn't really matter why you did it.
Yes, it does matter why I did it. It matters greatly. Lorelai, what are you going to take away from this? That everything that happened in the past is suddenly fine because I defended you?
No.
That the hell that you put your mother and me through for the past 16 years is suddenly washed away? Well, it's not.
We've all been through hell, Dad.
I had to tell my friends, my colleagues, that my only daughter, the brightest in her class, was pregnant and was leaving school.
That must have been devastating.
And then you run away and you treat us as lepers. Your mother couldn't get out of bed for a month. Did you know that? Did you?
No.
We did nothing to deserve that. Nothing to earn that.
I get it. I'm horrible. So why don't you disown me and adopt Christopher? You love him.
Don't be a martyr, Lorelai. Don't be naive. Do you think I loved the boy who got my daughter pregnant? I wanted to kill him. I would have, too, with my bare hands. But there was a proper procedure to be followed in a situation like this.
Marriage.
Christopher was willing to follow the procedure we laid out. You weren't.
What about what I wanted? Dad, didn't that matter to you at all?
Sometimes one has to sacrifice something in order to do what is right.
I feel indescribably sad for you right now, Dad.
Well, save your emotions, Lorelai. I've had my fill of them tonight.
So, we just ended here? Nothing resolved?
International finance will never be the same, and all because of a lost golfing bet.
That's crazy.
Well, that's high finance. Well, here we are. Now, what do you know about golf?
That it's a good walk spoiled?
Well, your driver is the most powerful club in your bag. And as such, it can be your most valuable asset or your greatest liability. To wield it properly requires a precise combination of confidence and humility.
Confidence and humility. Got it.
There you are. Well, that's pretty good natural grip. Now, line the toe of your left foot up with the ball. That's right. Now, drop this shoulder a little bit. Now, keeping your left arm firm, draw the club back and swing it cleanly through the ball.
I'm betting that was wrong.
There are no rights and wrongs to the learning process. Try that again.
I'm betting that was wrong. I can't believe I hit the ball.
Well, it's quite impressive.
It landed in the water.
Yes, but the splash was quite impressive.
This place is so beautiful. I could see just coming here to think or read. So that probably defeats the purpose of the holes with the flags in them.
Well, there is something rather serene about walking around here.
Do you come here every week?
No, when I can. I'm often working on the weekends.
Bummer.
Isn't it? Hi, Richard.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
What do you do?
I'm the executive vice president of the Gurman Driscoll Insurance Corporation.
Wow.
Yes?
And as executive vice president, what do you do?
Well, it's a very big company, one of the largest in the United States. As a matter of fact, I have a myriad of duties which would bore you greatly to hear about.
Oh, okay.
I oversee our international division.
That sounds important.
Well, it rates a parking spot.
Do you get to travel a lot?
Well, quite a bit.
Lucky.
I suspect you have a yen for travel.
I'm up to my ears in yens.
Any particular place you'd like to go?
Hundreds of places. Paris, Rome, London, Prague, Istanbul, Fez. Have you ever been to Fez?
No, can't say that I have.
I want to go to Fez.
I think traveling for a young girl is a very important thing. Your mother never got a chance to travel much.
I know, she talks about that all the time.
She does?
We've got a deal. When I graduate from high school, we're gonna go backpacking through Europe together. You know, do the whole hostel thing. I just hope it really happens.
Well, we'll just have to make sure that it does.
She caught him in the pool house with the tennis pro, not the riding instructor.
I had no idea.
That committee of yours is not looking at people as much as you think.
Oh, why would they? From what you've told me, they're all involved in one nefarious activity after another.
It's a conspiracy.
Oh, it's Peyton Place. Is there more?
Can you handle it?
Oh, I'll steel myself.
Okay, Mr. Neville likes all things frilly.
Good God, he's my broker.
Well, I don't think one will affect the other.
Mind we barge in?
Well, look who's here. Ah, Rory. This is Julian Johnson and Edward James.
Call me Ed. Yeah, you can call me Ed, too.
It's nice to meet you.
Would you care to join us?
If Rory doesn't mind us intruding on her time with her grandfather.
No, that's fine.
Oh, great. So, we hear you're attending Chilton.
I just started.
That's a hard school.
Yes, sir.
Rory is an excellent student.
Really?
4.0 grade point average.
Whoa, that's got me beat.
She's going to Fez someday.
Fez? What the hell is in Fez?
That's for her to find out.
Your grandmother is to have an open casket ceremony displayed in all her glory, then is to be cremated and have her ashes divided in two. Half to be buried with her husband in the family crypt, and the other half to be put in an urn and placed on our mantelpiece.
Half of Grant is going to be on your mantle forever.
Staring at me, judging me.
You know, it's so weird. I know so little about Gran. I mean, like, what was her maiden name?
Gilmore.
No, her maiden name.
Gilmore.
Wait, You're not saying...
She and Charles were second cousins.
Ew, what?
Oh, don't act so scandalized. It was not at all uncommon for prominent families to keep the bloodlines close.
Keeping the bloodlines close? Is that what we're calling it?
Well, what would you call it?
Oh, I don't know. How about Good Morning Appalachia? I got a mighty cute sister and an extra set of toes.
No one has any extra toes.
I have a double-jointed thumb.
Remarkable. Use it to hand me some more papers, please. This is to your father. It's a carbon copy of a letter she sent to your father.
Oh, it's nice.
My dearest Richard, it is with heavy heart that I write you this letter tonight, but I cannot stand by and let you make a terrible mistake. Until now, I had thought, hoped, prayed that you would come to the same conclusion that I have. But you have not, and therefore I feel it is my duty as your mother to beg you to reconsider your impending marriage. I'm sure that Emily is a very suitable woman for someone, but not for you. She will not be able to make you happy. She does not have the Gilmore stamina or spark. She is simply not a Gilmore.
Well, sure, because you weren't directly related to him.
I don't know the circumstances surrounding your breakup with Pennell and Lott, but it is still my belief that she is much better suited for you than Emily. I know that the timing of this is particularly awkward since you are to be married tomorrow.
No way!
But your happiness is too important to me, so timing be damned.
She wanted Dad to leave you at the altar.
She begged him to leave me at the altar. She begged him in writing, and then she saved the carbon.
Holy moly, can I see that?
I can't believe this. I'm standing here in her basement, covered in dust. I'm organizing her estate and cataloging her things. I've been on the phone for days trying to make sure that everything was exactly the way she wanted it. And all this time, she never even wanted me in her family.
Man, she sure used a lot of exclamation points.
Well, fine. That's just fine because I am done.
Done?
I'm done planning and running around and calling people. I'm done with anything having to do with that woman.
But, Dad...
Skipped my best friend's funeral to golf. That's what your dad did.
Mom, we have to plan this funeral.
Find a box, throw her in, we're done.
Mom.
Better yet, throw the old harpy's carcass in a ditch. Let a wolverine eat her.
Okay, but see, finding a wolverine near a ditch, that takes planning.
Do whatever you want. I'm gonna have a drink. Would you like a drink?
I can't do it, Mom. I don't know the system. Whoa.
I told Tilda to take the day off. Nothing's happening here.
I think every delivery boy in town would beg to differ.
What? Oh, those. Just put those anywhere. I have to finish reading The Crimson Petal and The White for my book club. Suki! What a pleasant surprise. What are you doing here?
I brought Suki so she could check what equipment she's gonna need for the wake. And who the hell are you?
I'm so sorry, Emily.
About what?
Well, about Richard's mother dying.
Are you? Huh. Would you like a cigarette?
No, thank you.
Well, then, more for me.
I think she broke.
Mom, what's going on?
I'm just gonna go to the kitchen.
Mom!
Lorelai, please, I'm reading.
Okay.
If you're going by the bar, my drink could use a little freshening up.
Your drink is fresh enough. And put that cigarette out. How are you holding up?
My feet are killing me.
How's the rest of you?
The rest of me. The rest of me is fine.
Oh, you know, Mom, she may have written that letter, but he picked you.
I can't believe you wore those shoes to a funeral.
I'm going to go get a stuffed mushroom now.
Thank you again.
Take care. Your tie's crooked.
Oh.
Have you eaten?
Oh, yes. Every 5 minutes, it seems, a young man would show up at my side with a tray of food. You're doing, I suppose.
Could be. There, that's better.
So I've been thinking.
Yes?
I'm not so sure the mantle is the best place for Gran's ashes.
What?
The ledge is too small. Wouldn't really be appropriate.
But her wishes.
Being buried with my father seems right. Don't you agree?
Whatever you want, Richard.
So there she is, Aunt Lorelai, already in her 70s, mind you. And the blizzard...
Why are you doing this, Dad?
Well, reading is good for you. You learn things.
Jason was your partner.
If we are going to discuss this, let's go into my office.
Jason was your partner, and he said he was going to take care of it.
Lorelai.
Dad, no, I'm fine talking right here. Jason said he was taking care of everything, and you didn't even give him a chance before you cut him out.
This is business.
No, you took everything from him, Dad. You're ruining his reputation. You're making it impossible for him to work.
I did what I had to do.
You didn't have to do this.
Oh, thank you for your opinion.
That company was so horrible to you. They treated you like dirt, they forced you out, and you chose them over him?
I am not choosing
I
anyone
just don't
over...
understand why you would do this. Is it because of me? Are you taking this out on him because...
Did you not hear what the man said? Did you not hear Floyd threaten to go after everything your mother and I have?
Yes.
Everything I've worked for. This house, our livelihood.
There has to be something else you can do.
Go home, Lorelai.
No, Dad, please. I'm sorry that I lied to you about dating Jason, but you can't destroy him like this.
I'm hardly destroying him.
You took his entire business. You've left him with nothing. He's talking about moving, leaving.
So what?
So, I'm in a relationship with him.
Then go with him.
You know I can't go with him. I have a business, I have a house, I have Rory. I can't just pick up and leave.
Well, then you've made your choice.
Dad, stop it.
I am tired of this, Lorelai. You've shown absolutely no concern about what happens to me, what happens to your mother. The only thing you care about is what happens to your boyfriend. And the worst part of it is that I never expected you to act any differently.
It took us a long time to get Lorelai back into this house. And she is dating Jason.
What are you saying?
I worry that if you do this, you'll drive Lorelai away again. And if she goes, Rory might go.
She lied to us. To you, to me.
I am very well aware of what she did.
The last time I checked, you didn't care for being lied to.
Don't be condescending. I don't like being lied to.
We can't control what Lorelai will do. Rory won't go away. I'm doing what I have to do.
Well, it's nice to see you.
Where were you?
When?
Just now.
Oh, well, I had to run out to the store.
To get what?
They were out.
Emily, the girls are early.
I see that. Is that ice?
Yes, we needed to make the drinks. Oh, shoot.
You should take the bucket into the kitchen the next time.
Yes, that would have been the smart thing to do. Well, I was making drinks.
So, Rory, how is school?
It's fine. I just got an A on a paper.
Oh, well, that's wonderful.
You gonna let go of that purse, Mom?
What?
Well, you're holding pretty tightly to your purse there. You look like someone's Tanta Flickman.
Oh, well, I just... There.
Okay.
It's new.
The purse?
Yes, it's new. I'm trying to break it in.
Sure. Otherwise, you'd get blisters.
Well, here we are. Lorelai.
Thank you.
And soda for Rory. Emily? Well, good. So, cheers.
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 So, Rory, how's school?
Fine. I just got an A on a paper.
Oh.
Has she told you about the traffic?
Dinner's ready.
It is?
It's only just 7 now.
Oh, I'm sorry. What time did you want dinner? You didn't tell me, so...
You know what? It's all right. We'll just eat now.
Now?
Okay.
But what do we do with the...
Just take your drinks to the table.
Take our drinks to the...
Oh, I'll grab the cocktail napkins.
But, Mom, you left your purse.
Oh, yes.
Mom.
What?
I was just kidding, Mom.
Oh, you.
Well, okay, if we're not having dessert, then we should go.
All right.
See you next Friday.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Oh, wait. The Gordons gave us some wonderful chocolate last week. They brought it back from Belgium. You can take it with you.
No, Mom, that's okay. We're fine.
No, these are really good chocolates, Lorelai.
I'm sure they are, Dad.
Did you find them, Emily?
Grandpa, we can just get them next time.
Oh, nonsense. You can eat them on the way home. Emily?
Here they are. I've got them. One for you, and one for you. Enjoy.
We will. Why is my mother's car here?
She was in a hurry?
My mother never parks her car in the driveway because the car might drip oil and make a spot on the concrete, and then life as we know it would end. She's coming. Mom, hurry.
What are you doing? Good shoes, good shoes, good shoes.
She's leaving. Where's she going?
I don't know.
She left her house with dry cleaning and she drove off?
She's meeting friends?
Tonight after dinner?
Maybe.
I'm sorry. This might be crazy, but... Is my mom not staying here tonight?
You sat Shira Huntsberger at the slush table.
It was was all that was available.
The slush table is the loser table.
But why would we have a loser table?
It's for people who show up unannounced.
She was unannounced.
There's people, then there's the Habsburgers. They cannot sit at that table. This needs to be rectified.
I don't know what I can do. Every table's taken.
I'll take care of it. Give me the seating chart. I'll find someone to bump. There's always someone to bump.
Grandma, it doesn't seem fair to bump someone.
It's not, but if we don't find better seating for the Habsburgers, it'll be a major faux pas, and it may be the only thing people remember from this otherwise wonderful event.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, thank you for helping. And it's not the Habsburgers.
What?
You keep saying the Habsburgers. It's only Shira and some friends.
And Mitchum.
No.
Yes, it's right over there. The Bettertons. Perfect. We'll bump Constance Betterton. It's a win-win.
These people. Those people. They didn't even RSVP. That's not right. This is for our boys. They need to make a donation.
Tough night for you, huh?
Shira's one thing. I can deal with her. But Mitchum? I can't see him. I can't face him. It's too much. After what he did, what he said to me.
What did he say to you?
If it weren't for him, I wouldn't have...
You wouldn't have what? Rory?
Nothing. Nothing. He's just... They're just not the nicest people.
Well, the rich never are. 'Cause they don't have to be. When you control the means of production, it reduces the incentive to humanize workers. The capitalist system...
You know, I haven't eaten all day. I think I should eat. That's my problem.
Sure, boss. Go eat. It's probably somewhere else where you eat, right? Special room.
Richard, there you are. This is one of your favorites, and you're missing it.
It's all true, all of it.
What's true?
Everything she told us, everything.
Everything who told us?
Lorelai, about what Mitchum did to Rory, how he said things to her, crushed her, about Logan's whole family.
That can't be.
Mitchum just confirmed everything. He told that girl she wasn't good enough. I ought to punch him.
Richard, calm down. People will hear.
They don't want her marrying into their precious family. They don't think she's good enough. He told her that she didn't have it. And you know she does. I know she does.
Of course she does.
I can't stay in this room with these people.
Richard, go outside, get some air.
We should go home.
I'll catch up with you.
What
Go
do you-
outside.
Yeah.
Emily!
Hello, Shira.
I'm here to rescue you. I've got a table for you and Mitchum right in the center.
Oh, bless you, Emily. I'm undeserving.
Nonsense. It was a terrible mistake, and it must be rectified.
Aren't they amazing?
The whole combo's amazing. Follow me.
Me, I love the Beatles. Mitchum took me to see Paul McCartney last year, and I almost died. Come on.
So, Richard tells me we have a little problem.
Really? With what?
With the kids. Logan, Rory. I understand you're not exactly thrilled with the match, that you let that be known to Rory at the dinner she had at your house.
Well, I wouldn't say not thrilled.
Then what would you say?
Oh, Emily, this is a party.
I'm just curious.
This may not be the time and place, Emily.
Hello, you two. Drop by our table later. Let's make it the time and place.
Consider the discrepancies, Emily.
Well, that's what's confusing me. They both come from good families. They both have good values. Money doesn't seem to be an issue. We all have money.
Frankly, Emily, there's your money, then there's our money.
Oh?
And our family has a lot of responsibilities that come with that. An image to maintain.
Ah, yes. Well, let me tell you this year, we are just as good as you are. You don't think Rory is good enough for your son, as if we don't know Logan's reputation. We do. But he is welcome in our home anytime, and you should extend the same courtesy to Rory.
Emily.
Now, let's talk about your money. You were a two-bit gold digger, fresh off the bus from Hicksville when you met Mitchum at whatever bar you happened to stumble into. And what made Mitchum decide to choose you to marry amongst the pack of women he was betting at the time, I'll never know. But hats off to you for bagging him. He's still a playboy, you know. Well, of course you know. That would explain why your weight goes up and down 30 pounds every other month. But that's your cross to bear. But these are ugly realities. No one needs to talk about them. Those kids are staying together for as long as they like. You won't stop them. Now enjoy the event. Diane, hello.
The swing dolls, everybody. I'm Rory Gilmore, the architect of this event. Thank you. And I'd like to take this moment to thank some others for the outstanding success this evening. To Lacey Bascom, my right hand, my girl Friday, I could not have done it without you. To Glenda, Lance, the entire serving crew, thank you.